How are we doing, sports bettors? How are we doing, football fans? Mike from OddsJam is here to bring you the best bets in this big Thursday night football matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Before I get started, I want to go through a couple of things I would love for you all to take advantage of and do. In the description, there will be a link for this. If you're not on BetMGM, trust me, you need to get signed up. You need to take advantage of getting up to $1,000 in free bets with their big time sign up bonus that they got going on here. This is huge, huge, huge. You want to jump on these kinds of things every opportunity you can get. So if you are new to sports betting, I highly recommend getting signed up on BetMGM and taking advantage of this. Then also in the description, there is a link for you to get a $100 deposit match from Underdog Fantasy. Highly recommend taking advantage of that. And also don't forget to tune in to all of the Underdog Fantasy and Prize Picks videos that we have on the OddsJam main YouTube page. So you'll want to always tune into those things and take advantage. But enough of that. Let's get into the bets in this Miami Dolphins Cincinnati Bengals game. So the first thing I will point out, this is common sense, this is basic, but some people don't look at it this way. So like, let's say you're on the Miami Dolphins on the point spread, right? You like them on the point spread. You use FanDuel. Everybody uses FanDuel. That's one of the big books, right? Everybody's at least in FanDuel, huh? But here's the thing. If you're using FanDuel, plus 3.5 is what you're going to get on the point spread, minus 106 on FanDuel. You could end up, if you had multiple sports books, you could end up getting the Dolphins at plus 4 at minus 107. So you would want to be on that, because now you set yourself up in an even better spot here, because now that half a point can make a huge difference. It always, like if the Dolphins do lose by 4 points, at least it's a push, right? Whereas if they lost by 4 points, you lose the bet. So at least you ensure yourself of maybe not losing that bet. So it's very important to take advantage of. I'm not on any play on the point spread or the money line. You can see right now, don't have anything from Pinnacle pricing this Dolphins money line. A little value on them here at plus 175 on Caesars or Bet Rivers. Across the board, that's a little better, but again, not really a good indication to how good a value we're getting here, because we don't have a price from Pinnacle. The Bengals super juiced, minus 200. Definitely not a play I'm looking at touching. So let me get into those bets. First bet is Joe Burrow under 24.5 player passing completions. Now, he only had 23 completions against the Jets. Miami obviously has shown they can give up some points, as we've seen, especially against Baltimore, but better defensive game for them against Buffalo. So I will go with the fact that the Bengals will likely want to get the run game going a little bit more. They'll want to utilize Mixon a little bit more in that run game. I think 12 touches is what he got, rushing attempts in that last game for them against the Jets. I think he needs more than that. So we'll go with the fact that Burrow may throw the ball a decent amount like he did last game. If he's on track at that number, I think we can be in the good here on this bet. Now let's take a look at the math behind this bet. So we're getting the under 24.5 at minus 105. Fair odds, yes. Fair odds for this play are minus 107. So that's telling us that at minus 107, that's fair odds. So minus 105 is decent there. But here's where we really get an outlier of how good this bet is. Every other book, including Pinnacle, the sharpest book, which has an even heavier juice on the under, is more likely to hit. All of them have it juiced on that under. So minus 105 is a lot better than minus 120, a lot better than minus 125 and minus 122. And, the value here is pretty darn good when you take all that into consideration. So our win probability is about 52%. let's hit that bet for a unit and let's add it to the bet tracker. The next bet that I'm going to be on, I'm actually going to go with Hayden Hurst over 26.5 player receiving yards. It's a guy you probably wouldn't expect. Didn't have a big game last game, but, you know, the Bengals have a lot of weapons. I think that Hurst can be utilized a little bit more. I think they need to get back to utilizing all the weapons that they have, Mixon, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, Higgins, all those guys, you know. And I think Hayden Hurst can slip through the cracks and hit this number. And if we look at the play right now, you know, we got some line discrepancy here because we can get it for minus 101 on Caesars, which is a little bit better than fair odds. I mean, let's just say it is exactly that, fair odds. But all these other books are kind of 50-50 on this, like with what they're giving you on the over-under. DraftKings actually has the over a little more juice. Pinnacle's dead even too. So Caesar's got a real big line discrepancy here where they juice the under real heavily. That's a lot of reels, by the way. And the over, they're going to give you the best value you can find anywhere. We look at our win probability. We're about above 50%. That's pretty good. I'm liking that. So this is a bet I'll hit for a unit as well. So those are the two bets that I'm actually going to roll with in this game. I will go to my bet tracker and I will show you the two bets that that I have hit. As I zoomed out on you guys, sorry. So I'm on Joe Burrow under 24.5 player passing completions minus 105 on BetMGM, which, by the way, as I showed you, take advantage. Take advantage if you're not using BetMGM. It's a great reason to use BetMGM. You can get positive EV plays with good value. And we're taking Hayden Hurst over 26.5 player receiving yards minus 101 on Caesars. So those are the two bets that I'm going to go with. Don't forget about those links in the description. Jump on them and smash that like button, please. Subscribe to this channel. And if you would, if you haven't already, check out oddsjam.com. Start a 7-day free trial. Contact me, Mike at oddsjam.com, if you got any questions about how things are going or what you're supposed to do or anything like that. And stay tuned for the next video, y'all. Hope you enjoyed.